All right, hey you guys, good morning. This is the first training video, and I wanted to in our Inspiration Nation resources group. So welcome, glad you guys are all here. This training video is on something that I feel like is super timely and something that I think will help all of you to really increase your volume and your momentum in your business. It's something that I'm seeing across the board, and it's something that I might maybe take for granted that everyone knows, and you maybe don't. So I wanted to talk for just a quick second about momentum in your business, and then I want to show you a couple of resources that you can use on our website, on our team website, that will help you with this. So the thing I'm seeing happen across the board is we've got some activity going now. You guys, this is so great. We're all jumping on the calls. A lot of us are, and we're doing reach outs and we're booking Facebook parties and things are happening. But I don't see a lot. What I see happening is maybe a difficulty with closing orders. And at the end of the day, we get paid to close for product to sell, right? That's how we get paid. So I know you want to get paid on your efforts. So I want to show you how to first off make sure that you are following up with people, that you're creating relationship with them, that you're giving them enough exposures, because it takes people a good 3 at least exposures before they make a decision usually, unless you just have a ton of influence, which you might, and or you might have influence with certain people like your family or some friends, to where they're just going to buy it, right? And they're just going to try it because you said, or if they see results that you've had, like for with our 30-day. That's why doing the 30-day is so important for your business, because you're going to see results and you're going to love them and feel so much better, and you're going to talk to people about them, and that is influence. You're influencing people and inspiring them. So we can't really motivate people, but we can inspire them. So this is really important in your business to know how to follow up, but first, how to give people multiple exposures. So, what does that mean? How to follow up with them, and how to close that sale, how to help them make that decision, to come to a decision, right? Because, a lot of times we're afraid to ask. We're afraid to ask for the sale. So, I am going to first talk about why it's so important to have a sense of urgency with this. Okay, so think about this. The faster someone uses the product, and that means even you, the faster they fall in love with it, the faster they run out, and the faster they reorder, okay? Or the sooner that happens. So if you're just kind of like, going throughout your day and just thinking about, I've got this person and this person and this person, and you're waiting or whatever, you are pushing your entire business further away. You are. I've actually heard it said that if you are waiting to make a decision about doing this business, you are actually, don't think about it like, oh, that's a couple $100 that I didn't make this month because I didn't get started. No, you want to think bigger. You want to think in terms of, you're really putting off your big payday however many months you're waiting, right? Because maybe your big payday is to you is 10,000 a month, or 5,000 a month, or 2,000 a month, whatever that is, or 20 or 30 or 40,000 a month. You're delaying that much income. So it's a mindset shift. Okay. So with orders or with people and following up, you have to be on it. You can't just think, well, I've got this to do and that to do, right? We have, and that's why we have this business. We're able to work it around our life, but this still needs to be a priority. And especially if you have someone interested, especially, you need to be on it. Okay. So not bugging them, but I'm going to show you what I mean. All right. So I'm going to give you an example of this lady that I talked to at 10 o'clock this morning on Zoom. Her name's Anita. She was in a Facebook party. And so what I did with every single person in that party is, you want to welcome them into the party. I wasn't great at that, by the way, at first, but getting better at that, welcoming them, because you're giving them exposure right away by them seeing a notification, and they're hopefully going to take a look at this, and they're going to jump in and see the party stuff more. But then I reach out to everyone afterwards and say, thank you so much for being a part of the party. Did you have a chance to take a look at that video yet, the live? Y'all, 9 times out of 10, and I might wait a day to do that, but then I'm going to do that with everybody. 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, I haven't looked at it yet. So the ones that answer, lots won't. That's okay. It's a numbers game. But the ones that do will usually say something to me like this. Oh, I've been so busy. Just haven't had a chance to take a look at that yet. Sorry, whatever. And I'll say, no problem. Do you want me to tag you on that video so it makes it easier for you to find? Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, great. So I did that with Anita. Tagged her on the video. And then I'll follow up maybe a couple of days later with that person and I'll say, well, hey, did you get a chance to take a look at that video? No matter what they say, I'll say, I wouldn't mind if you're interested sending you a sample or two. Like to me, if I'm having a conversation with someone and I can move them through the steps, I am willing to do that. Once they say, yeah, I'll say, well, are you more interested in nutrition or skincare? So what am I doing? By doing that, I'm starting to get to know what's going on in their head. That's what we have to do, you guys. We have to ask, what's going on? What are you interested in? So are you more interested in nutrition or skincare? She said skincare. And I said, great. Listen, I'm going to pop a sample in the mail. What's your address? Now she's starting to trust me a little bit, right? Know me, like me, trust me. And I said, but what I really prefer to do, because I want to make sure I do a good job, is when you get that, because I'm still going to send it, I'm not going to hold her hostage, but when you get that, would it be okay if I follow up? I'd love to do a quick Zoom call with you and just find out more about you and see if I can help you. So she said yes. So then she got back to me between that time, or we hadn't even set up a time, and she's like, I don't know, I'm busy or whatever. And she said, listen, I've just purchased some other products and I want to make sure I use all of them. And I said, no problem. I totally get that. But I want to make sure I do a good job and share with you what's different about Arbonne. Would it still be okay? And I want to show you how to use those samples. So don't let one thing deter you is the lesson there. So she said, yes. So we just finished that call. During that call, and she said, I don't know if I can commit to anything right now. No problem. Because I'm not just after a one-time sale. I'm after the relationship. During that call, I just said, hey, thank you so much for hopping on, for giving me a few minutes. I'm just so grateful to share, more with you, because the thing that really attracted me to Arbonne was, and I told her, and their ingredient policy and all that. And then I just said, so tell me about you. Like, what are you looking for? In that phone call, you guys, I learned so much about her. I learned she's on an estrogen patch. She's my age. She's on an estrogen patch. She's having breakouts because of her hormones. She and her husband are both looking for a way to get healthier. They do eat, she doesn't like to cook, but they do eat a lot of these like Atkins bars and things like that, because they're trying something, right, to get healthier. She was wondering about our nutrition. Is it pills or is it whatever? So we talked for 30 minutes and I gained so much information about her. And all I did was offer. It was so easy. I did share a little bit more about Arbonne ingredients, but it was easy because I was asking questions. And sometimes when I would ask a question, she would say one thing and I would wait. I didn't just jump right in. And then she would say something else. And so I gave her time to answer. I was there for her. So that's important. So I know this video might go a little long, so just bear with me because it's important. It's important to learn how to do this, right? To create that relationship, and so that you can gain information so that you can help that person get the best, and I believe that I am going to be able to help her in some way. So I said, well, I have this video about our clean eating program. Would you like for me to send you that? And she said, that would be great. So I didn't say, and then this, and then this, and then this. I just said, that'd be great. We just kept talking. It was a conversation. And then at the end, the more we talked about cooking, and I said, I don't like to cook either. My husband cooks. And we really I feel like I created a friendship. And then at the end, I said, well, we also have this Healthy Living Inside and Out group that has some recipes that are easy. I mean, if I can do them, anybody can do them. Would you like for me to add you to that? And she said, that would be great. So because of that, I'm finding a way to create more and more and more exposures. So I hope that example gives you a good idea. Well, and then lastly, she now wants to try nutrition. So I'm going to send her more samples. It's worth it to me to send this person samples because I'm having a conversation with them. I'm not just sending them out there in the universe to do nothing. And I've had several more like that from different parties that I'm having a conversation with, and I'm creating a relationship, and they're going to become a client that purchases over and over again, and one maybe even part of my team. Who knows, right? Or more. Now I'm going to show you some tools to help you track, because if you don't track, you know, what you track grows. What you focus on grows. What you think about, you bring about. Okay, so all those things are true. So let me show you that really quick, and then we'll end the video. And hopefully this has been super helpful, or will be super helpful for you. So I'm going to share with you our team website, which is successandsimplicitynations.com. The password is ENVP. If you're on Athena's team or Stephanie's team, you are more than welcome to go in as well with that password, so you don't have to ask. Okay, so here in Team Resources is pretty much where you want to hang out all the time. I'm actually under Getting Organized, so I'm going to, hopefully this will click and show you guys. Yeah, here's Getting Organized, and I already put the password in. So under Getting Organized is your main master list. This is the, you know, there's so many resources, and that to me is overwhelming personally. So there are two things right now that I use the most. So I want to show you those. And when you master these, you can start mastering more. Besides, you know, making sure you're doing reach outs, because that's the most important thing. You want to book your calendar first, always. This is not a video about that. The master list here. Okay, so here is our master list, and it has names and notes. What's your next action? Exposures. And y'all know y'all can't read. Honestly, I can't read. Let me put my glasses on, because maybe I'll be able to read those exposures for you guys. Oh, it doesn't even say. It just says, move your prospect through multiple exposures over a short period of time. What exposures have they seen? Facebook Live, one-on-one group, samples video, etc. So if I had Anita's name here, my next action would be, now I've got to send her samples that I told her I would send her. Make sure you do what you say. So I wrote it already in my calendar for Monday, because I'm not at home to do that. And then I would write in Facebook, Robin's Facebook party. And then I would write in sent samples. And then I would write in, we did a Zoom call. And then I would write in, because I'm going to send her in a little bit, that video, the 30-day video. And then I would write in, send her more samples. Well, by the time she gets through all these exposures, you guys, I'm telling you across the board, when I look at these sheets that I've kept, the person with the most exposures becomes a consultant or a preferred client every single time. So super important. So this master list, I'm going to stop this share. Make sure you go to successandsimplicitynations.com, and you go to Getting Organized, and you find that master list. It's really easy. I just showed you, and you use that in general for everyone. Okay. You can also do this on Google Sheets, and I have a blank one. So if you want me to send you that, I can. So if you're a computer person, not a written person, you can do that. Okay. Next up and last is Facebook parties. Woo! So I'll probably do a separate thing in our Facebook party unit, but I want to show you, and I'm going to share my screen again. I don't know why I stopped this year, but let me show you how to track for those. Okay. So let me move this little guy. Hang on, you guys. Okay, I'm actually now going to go back, and I'm going to go to Team Resources. Where I am now is actually, I'm under Team Resources and Building My Empire. So I'm going to click on now I'm going to click on Building My Empire, because it made me click on it again. All right, so since I've already put the password in, it went right there. So you're going to come down under this big green thing, which are slides, by the way, and you're going to go to Facebook parties, which is one of these gray tabs. You're going to click on that. And when that comes up, there's lots of stuff there. And but under these big tabs, outline and images, you're going to see Guest Tracker and Facebook Party Tracker. The Facebook Party Tracker, I'm not going through right now, because that is what you're going to use when you have booked all your Facebook parties for the month, and you should be doing that. At least 8, because 2 will fall off. So when you've booked those Facebook parties, use this tracker to help you with, just make sure you've got everything going for the parties. But this is what I want to show you, the guest tracker. Okay, This you should have printed for each one of your Facebook parties. And this is where you write down everybody's name that's in the party, everybody. Because no matter if you know if they watched it or not, you're going to send them thank you, welcome, thank you, and you're going to say, hey, have you had a chance to watch that live yet? Because you never know. That's what I did. I didn't know who was going to say yes or no. But this tracker is what you're going to use to help you write down their name, notes about them, and then welcome them, send them requests, friend request, welcome each guest, blah, 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 follow up, add them to your master list, okay, your 100-person list. And then what does this say? Interested in, like, what are they interested in? Okay, so every single one so far, everyone, I've got a notebook over there, and all of my Facebook parties that I've done so far, I've done this for, and I've written down everybody's name, and I know I've followed up with them, and I'm not gonna quit. Don't give up on everyone. You can go back and say, hey, I did this just this morning with somebody. Hey, I know you were kind of interested in that 30-day. It wasn't right timing for you. We have a 15-day smoothie challenge right now. Let me stop the share. You know, would that be something that would interest you? I can send you more information. So you guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. That's the point of this whole thing. And then how you get that person to that final step, which is making a decision, is first off, make sure that you're doing this follow-up quickly. So it's multiple exposures over a short period of time. And when I say that, I mean, you're not gonna bug the heck out of them, but so if you had a party yesterday, whether it's Zoom, Spa Facial, whatever it was, you should be reaching out to those people today. Thank you so much. Was there something that interested you? Did you have a chance to watch that Facebook Live? Whatever that is, you should be following up today. If it was yesterday, no later than today. If you have somebody interested, you need to be figuring out something that you're going to do with them today, tomorrow, whenever they'll let you. But you should be on it, because that's how. And then when you get to a point where you feel like they, first off, you can always ask somebody, what are you thinking? That's my favorite thing. Well, tell me what you're thinking so I can help you. That's easy. Tell me what you're thinking. And then next, what you can always do is just say, well, by the way, and especially this month, you guys, super easy. By the way, I just want to let you know that this month, the $29 fee to become a preferred client is waived. And when you make that $150 retail purchase, you're going to get 20% off for an entire year. So you're going to save on that $150 and you're going to get 20% off, free shipping, all kinds of, specials as a preferred client. So I didn't know if you had a few things in mind that you were ready to go ahead and get. Okay, just ask. And that's a nice way to ask. So I hope this is helpful. Make sure you're doing your follow-up quickly. Make sure you're using those trackers. It's worth the time to print them out and do a little bit of detail work. I hate details, you guys. I hate them, hate them, hate them. I'm a big picture gal. I hate details, but this is one detail that you can't skip because the fortune's in the follow-up. And I hope that helped you on how to close. I can definitely help you more with that, but that is my main go-to, is just tell me what you're thinking. How can I help you? Again, this month, you've got a great way to lead into the close with, by the way, this is going on this month. Just wanted to see if, you were ready to go ahead and get a few things. So, okay, guys, bye.